Welcome back to the Tiger Training Camp Show. Eric Ritchie, pleased to be joined again by Matt Moscona from ESPN Radio Baton Rouge. Matt, it's our first time to talk to you since Media Day, since the scrimmage. A lot to get to. We just saw the Corey Raymond interview where obviously his entire defensive backs all come behind him. Right. The unpredictability of Media Day, what do you enjoy about it, and what stood out to you this year?
Well, there's always at least one player that stands out. And for me, I try to gear myself toward freshmen because it's the only time for a calendar year we'll get to talk to him. The guy who stood out to me was freshman defensive end Isaiah Washington. Sometimes it's so tough to get young guys at 17, 18 years old to be comfortable, engaging, and descriptive. Isaiah Washington, you can tell, is coming in with a ton of athleticism. From day one, he was practicing with the veterans on the defensive line, so there's expectation there as well. But what was most impressive about that young guy, he had his goals clearly stated, and they were team goals. Get to Atlanta, and if he has double-digit sacks, great. If he doesn't play it down, but the team experiences great success, fantastic. Impressive, engaging young guy. He's going to be one LSU fans like for a long time.
Matt, we got to speak to you right before the scrimmage, and of course they scrimmaged Saturday night. The one thing that you left with us, stay healthy. Right. It seems like they did.
Absolutely, and that has to be the biggest takeaway. Just look around the league. Running back Jonathan Williams of Arkansas, broken foot, done for the year in a scrimmage. Alabama's quarterback Jacob Coker injured his foot, out for a considerable period of time. Duke Williams at Auburn, another receiver at Missouri, injured in their scrimmages. You can't overstate the importance of staying healthy in fall camp scrimmages. They don't keep score, they don't matter. It's great for continuity, for cohesiveness, for trying to win jobs, but ultimately you're not keeping score. You got to come out of those healthy. So many teams around the SEC lost key personnel in their scrimmages. LSU stayed healthy. That is the biggest takeaway from the weekend.
Matt, Coach gave us a little bit of tidbits as far as what came out of this scrimmage. What are you hearing? Now let's start on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously the quarterbacks were live, the running backs, those freshman guys. Everyone wants to know, what did you hear offensively from the scrimmage?
Yeah, and let's be honest here. We didn't get to see the scrimmage, but everybody talks, and they have people who did see the scrimmage. What came away apparently to me was that the quarterbacks split the reps almost evenly. Brandon Harris did get the majority of the reps with the ones, but neither guy really elevated his play, which is very interesting because Cam Cameron said at Media Day, this could be a pivotal week where ultimately, even internally, they make a decision who's going to be the starter. Would have liked to have seen some more separation at the quarterback position in the scrimmage. I'm not so sure we got that offensively.
What are you hearing as far as on the defensive side, really some of the names that stood out?
Oh, sure, and the guy who seems to be garnering the most praise is junior defensive end Tayshawn Bauer. Look, it's been no secret throughout this fall camp that the freshmen Arden Key and Isaiah Washington have really been pressed into giving valuable reps. Apparently for Tayshawn Bauer, that lit the fire under him. Everything I'm told is that he was one of the premier standout players on the defensive side of the ball.
Matt Moscona, host After Further Review. Tell us about your show. Tell us a little bit about your station.
Yeah, sure. Weekdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Central Time. You can hear it in Baton Rouge on 104.5 or 104.9 FM. Online, 1045ESPN.com, or download the smartphone app for your Apple or Android 1045 Baton Rouge in your app store. You can listen to us anywhere in the world.
It's a vicious combo, but he manages to do it on the radio. Entertains and educates, informs us as well. Matt Moscona, thanks again.
My pleasure.